Hi everyone, congratulations on making it to step three. Good job with getting the first two steps done. We're more than halfway there, so keep up the hard work. For this step, this is a little bit different than the past steps, but I think you're going to enjoy it. And what we have is we have three different categories. So we have art, music, and literature. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pick one person from each category that are listed below. So there's some art people, there is some music people, and then there's some literature people. And these are all famous musicians, writers, or artists before the Civil War that exist in the United States. So what we're going to have you do is once you pick a person, you're going to then create a mini presentation about each one of your three chosen people. So you're gonna, but when this project's done, when this step's done, you're gonna have a total of three presentations. And your presentation should include the following: a brief biography on your person, so some general information about them. So the name, where they grew up, job, what was their job, what are they known for, what are they famous for, etc. And then the second thing you need to include in the presentation is how did his or her art, music, or literature reflect American culture during this time? So what we really want you to do here is take your knowledge of America and what America was like during this time. Okay, in step one, we talked a lot about immigration. We talked about some of the cultural things with the North and the South. So how does this reflect what you learned in step one and what you've learned in the past about American culture? Okay. Does it even relate to what's going on today? Does it relate to our culture today in the United States? So this is really getting at like, why is this person important? And why did this person have a impact on American culture? And why are we learning about them today? Minimum of 5 slides if done on Google Slides. So for example, if you did three presentations on Google Slides, that'd be a total of 15 slides in total, because you'd have 5 slides per each person that you picked. 5 times 3 is 15, I believe. So work needs to be done in your own words in order to advance to the next step. This is going to be something that we are going to be really hard on. If we get a presentation and it's obvious that it's been copied and pasted from Google, we are going to tell you to fix it. Okay. And just kind of an example of this, some things that are good to copy from Google, obviously you can copy the name. That's going to be the same. Okay. But what we really want you to get to the point at is where you can read something on Google and summarize it in your own words using your own language and the words that you know what they mean and put it on the presentation. Okay. So that's kind of what we want you to get at there. Do not copy and paste. It's going to be very obvious and you're going to have to redo it. Okay. You're going to spend more time trying to get through it quickly and sneak through it than if you just did it right the first time. Presentations can be done in Google Slides, Google Docs, Canva, or Flipgrid. So you have kind of a couple different ways that you can do it if you want. But at the end, we need to have 3 presentations, and they need to meet those 2 guidelines that are up at the top, the brief bio, and then how did it reflect American culture during the time. Okay? So that is kind of what we got for step 3. There is a lot here, but you are getting a week to do it. And step 2, hopefully you got through step 2 in 3 or 4 days. So hopefully you got through step 2 a little bit quicker. So if you need a little bit more time than a week, you can take it. Okay. So that's information for the art, music, and literature. I hope you enjoy it. Please pick carefully and try to find someone that is interesting to you to research more about. Okay. You guys can get started. Let me know if you need any help.